Cam, Burning House on Kicks 105.5. Good day, 747. And as he joins us every Wednesday, 10 till 8, it is Mike Barrett from Barrett Insurance Agency. Good morning, Mike.
Look at that. I'm getting the bell and I'm not even in.
See, it's because you're so awesome.
Tremendous.
Yeah, well, I figure might as well give you the props and accolades while I can over the phone to keep your spirits high because, honestly, I miss seeing you in person. It's not like you ever bring me breakfast or coffee, but whatever.
Right. And I don't miss seeing you in person. I kind of like this distance thing. So it's there's a silver lining in everything.
So getting down to business, because of all things going on, and I personally am speaking from my own point of view where my household has now dropped down to just one person, literally with a full-time job, out of four.
Right.
Is there a possibility to delay payments, or what would happen if I don't pay insurance at all?
So you bring up a very good point, and you bring up something that I wanted to talk about anyway. So there's two topics I want to hit on. One is briefly. This one is the first one that we'll hit, and it's yours. And that is, what is the insurance industry doing in this current crazy world we live in with the COVID-19 pandemic? Well, here's the thing. They're doing a lot of things. A lot of audibles being called, a lot of proactivity going on. They are being very proactive in very, very many ways. Among them is working with all insureds on how to soften the impact of the financial woes that are coming with us through how they make their insurance payments. Now, how is that being done? It's on a case-by-case basis, meaning you talk to your insurance company, you talk to your insurance agent, you see if you can work out some kind of a plan so that you don't have to have your insurance policies canceled. Because, with all these difficult decisions that are ahead of us, certainly more now than they were before, especially with the governor's orders, we are now faced with, do we continue paying this or do we continue paying that?
Right. Well, let me ask you, based on that,
go ahead.
You have been working in the office with the office closed, but you're still physically there. As you will have many, I'm sure, phone conversations of concerned people who you insure. Will you be working from home and doing this from home with your office staff?
So we are set up with a remote capability. The problem is the remote capability is only set up for two of us, not four of us. But here's the thing with the governor's orders. I am a board member with the Vermont Insurance Agents Association. I'm actually the treasurer secretary, and I'm not a very good treasurer or secretary for that matter, but I am on the board. And one of the things that we have been reading and working on is looking at the definitions of who is considered essential employee. And there are, banks and financial services are in that essential employee definition. And we're trying to get some clarity as to whether insurance agencies are as well. And here's why, because with many states across the country that have already enforced the essential workers, many of the states have said, yes, insurance agencies are essential and can continue to work. So we are hoping that that'll be the case, that we'll find out at some point today. Just yesterday, our executive director was chatting with the Department of Financial Regulation folks, seeing what that may look like. So I can tell you this without a problem, is that we are open. We're as accessible via phone and email and text as we always are. And we would encourage you to call or email if you have any questions, and leave voicemails, because being that we'd be on a different phone system if we are working remotely, we may not be able to answer every call as it comes in. So, but we definitely want to help. And real quick, Sean, what I wanted to say too about the delay of payments, please don't get to that point where you're going to let your insurance lapse, because let's think of this. You're in a financial hardship with a loss of employment and money coming in. Accidents still happen. Fires still happen. Water damage still happens. Accidents still happen. Imagine now, here you are with less money coming in, no insurance, and one of those things happens. Think about how hard that would be. So work with your insurance company or agent. And, example that I'll give is the restaurant industry has been horribly impacted by this. And we have been working to help defer expense for many of the restaurants, whether it be reducing coverage or adding credit or making this happen or making that happen, changing how workers' compensation rates are working, and working directly with the carriers in all these circumstances to try to help so that these policies are staying active and that they are something that when things return back to normal, and believe me, they will, that we can simply, rather than having to rewrite all these insurance policies and having gaps in coverage, that we're simply putting coverage back in place, putting things back where they need to be so that they're appropriate for the circumstance.
I know that you have a lot of phone calls, and you're going to get a lot of phone calls, and I know that you're somebody who always is giving some very calming and information to people who are in need, and so I'm glad that I personally have you as my insurer, and I hope that if people have questions or concerns, that they contact you, and as you said, case-by-case basis in some instances, that people get a hold of you. Mike Barrett, Barrett Insurance Agency. You can call and talk to Mike today via phone by calling.
Yes. Today, I will not be as available as normal. Real quick, I am now teacher today because I split that duty with my wife. She's been a teacher for the past 2 days and tendered her resignation last night. So I had to fire her, truth be told. She was drinking on the job. But anyway, so I am the teacher today. So she will be actually at the office because we are open today for sure before the governor's orders. And you can reach her, Kim, or Anita at 748-5224. We are located on Portland Street in St. Johnsbury with a sign that says, "Hi, we're here. Don't come in. We love you anyway." And you can find us online, thebarrettagency.com, Google, Facebook, and YouTube, all Barrett Insurance Agency.
Now, you thought that I was simple because I went to New York State Public School, but see, your kid might have issues after you're a teacher for a day or two. I say just call it physical
my accreditation
education.
is high end.
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure. Son, this is how an insurance policy should be pieced together. No. You have a fabulous day.
Here, my son was telling me yesterday what he thought today was going to look like, and he said it's going to look like get up, have coffee, sleep, have a snack, sleep, lunch, sleep, mom comes home. So I don't want to disappoint him.
Yeah. Man, oh, man. Well, Mike, I personally am probably going to give you a call here in the next couple of days. I hope that things calm down quickly and we all work through this. We've got to work together, and as all things, this too shall pass. So, Mr. Barrett, thanks so much, and look forward to talking to you next Wednesday.
Sounds good. Be safe. Be well.
Bye, buddy.